Hey guys, and welcome back to Reign of Kings with Avak.
Hello!
I'm currently running back to base to drop off my random gubbins and giblets.
Giblets?
Yeah, you gave me meat and
Those are prime carcasses, my friend, not giblets.
giblets. How did you harvest it?
I harvested it carefully with my stone sword.
By walloping it with a sword. It's more than likely
With
giblets.
precise strikes, I'll have you know. Precision cuts.
I'm getting so hungry that I'm actually getting jealous of my character right now, eating his cooked meat.
Wow. You must be hungry.
Yeah, skipped breakfast.
Oh. But let's fill everyone in on this story. He skipped breakfast because he overslept.
Yeah.
And suddenly there was me going like, Steel Joe, have you forgotten? We're recording today. Steel, are you there? Where are you, Steel Joe? Oh, Steel Joe has forgotten. I will go do something else. And then he was like, no, I'm here. He didn't actually say it like that. He was like,
Coffee.
That's more or less what he said.
Essentially. What have I got in here that I don't need? Right, I've got a steel axe that Avak can have,
Yay.
and some stone arrows.
I've got a steel axe and I've got a steel pickaxe now.
No, like a tacky axe.
Oh, a tacky axe. Okay, that's actually
Yes.
a big upgrade for me then, yeah.
An tacky axe.
It sounds
does
like an
9
alien
damage.
race.
A tacky axe. Indeed. We should make this a thing.
If I play a Space 4X on my channel, I will try to remember to name my race the Attacky Axe.
Oh, actually, I should probably make sure that everything is still functioning at the base before I head off again.
Yes. The Attacky Axe of the planet Axion in the constellation Attackings. Attackims? No. We need something else. What constellation will they be from?
The
Come on, Steel Joe.
attack.
No.
That's what the
No, we come in peace, no.
what? Oh, what movie is that?
Mars Attacks.
Mars Attacks. Thank you. I can remember the name of it. Oh, I'm so happy that you get my random references.
Oh, good old
God.
Mars Attacks. That was awesome.
It was great. Yeah, that used to terrify me as a child.
Yeah, well, with good reason. How much stone have I got? I'm carrying 925. That's not too bad.
Right, I'm coming back.
How fast do the stone nodes respawn?
Relatively, there's so many of them as well. If you hit those ones and then go out into the savannah, there's even more.
Oh, wow.
There's like an absolute ton of stone nodes,
Yeah, okay.
which is good because you use an absolute
okay,
ton
yeah.
of stone.
I'll head out into the savannah and start mining them.
You can basically cycle through all the stone nodes as long as no one's put their base over them.
Do people sometimes do that?
Yeah, I've seen that a few times.
Those scallywags.
Yeah, they'll build a massive stone base over the stone nodes. Stage 1 Avak! I have 550 cobblestone. Want some?
The part of my brain that's like, I'm currently trying to make some of that, wants to say yes. The
Fair
part
flex.
of me that's like, actually, every other part of me is like, no, I want to make it myself. Really? You're going to leverage flax from your fans? You undapper swine, you. Don't give him any flax. He only wants you for your resources. I've made you feel guilty.
No, if he had like 1,000, I'd be like, yes, I shall take 400 from you.
Don't lie. I mean, yes, you can keep 100. I will take the rest. For I am Steel Joe.
That's not really stealing, is it?
No. Well, I mean, it's more highway robbery, I guess.
It's alright, because if someone else was wanting to trade me...
deliver.
If someone else was going to trade me for the flax, I was just going to murder them anyway.
Really? I am Steel Joe. I roleplay a bandit.
Well, I probably wouldn't have had what they wanted for it, so...
Wow, that's an interesting place.
Wow, Stejo, congratulations, you've just done a complete 180 and ended up back at the base.
Well done.
I was looking at things and stuff.
You were also talking to fans.
Yeah.
Happens to me often in Robocraft. I'm like flying along, plasma bombing everyone. Suddenly someone says, "Hello, Alec!" So I stop to type hi. Suddenly the front of my plane is in a cliff. There's no transition between these two things. It just goes from, I am flying, doing really well, this is amazing, to my face is in a cliff.
Should probably stop that.
Yeah, I should. But I find it really hard not to reply to people when they say things to me. Damn it.
I find that it's kind of detrimental to the overall progression when your aircraft is in the side of a cliff. Or merged.
Yeah, I tend to agree, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm inclined to agree with that assessment.
Probably shouldn't impregnate cliffs with your face.
Calm down now.
Not
There's
that type
no
of impregnate.
impregnation going on.
This is where the English language fails. Multiple meanings for the same word, just...
Yeah, the thing that really gets me coming from Welsh, because it's phonetic and doesn't have a lot of similes, there are a couple, but very few on the whole. So you go to English where you've got words that mean more or less the same thing. Okay, there's subtle differences, and I happen to know them because I've looked them up. But generally speaking, right, watch out! I'm going to be throwing javelins over your head. There we go.
There you go.
And missing the plague villagers.
I went to attack the plague villager, and I started getting attacked from behind.
Yeah, it was a wolf.
And it was a wolf, yeah.
But
I don't have any more I do.
The thing with English is, like, for example, the best example I can give someone is bizarre, odd, queer, strange. They all more or less mean the same thing. There are differences. There is a difference between bizarre, queer, odd, and strange. And if you've looked it up, then you can use the words in the right way. But generally speaking, most people will accept them interchangeably.
Oh, the devs unfortunately have added a crosshair to the bow and arrow, which I'm not a fan of. Yeah.
I dislike that in almost any game. I'm not going to be able to get anything from that. I'd just end up ruining it. Okay, how much stone have I got? I have got 1.4k. Well, I'm going to go back and continue mining the nodes. But as I was saying, so you've got similes, different words that mean more or less the same thing. But then you've got words that mean entirely different things, but sound the same. Sun and sun, for example. One is a child, one is a ball of fission death. Generally extremely, extremely large. You wouldn't want to give birth to a son, as a general rule. Then you've got things like bear and bear. Bearing, wait, bear with me. Bearing yourself. Those two words, they're spelt differently, but they have the same pronunciation. And it's like, why? It just drives me nuts. English is so convoluted with those things. And then it's got things like, I before E, except after C, where that's actually not true more often than it is.
Yeah.
It's things like that, because like teachers will teach you that sort of thing. Rule of thumb, I before E, except after C. And you're like, okay, I'll go forward in my life using this rule of thumb to put me on the right path when it comes to spelling. And then all of a sudden you learn that actually, no, there's more instances in the language where that is not true than there are where it is. And it's like, what?
Why?
Yes.
Why? Because E before I, except after C, doesn't make a rhyme.
Maybe.
So
Maybe.
fuck you, essentially.
I'm getting loads of stone though here.
Nice.
This steel pickaxe making such a difference to our harvesting. Still find it annoyingly long time to gather any wood though, even with the steel axe. But well.
Yeah. Someone needs to mod in a chainsaw
Um.
and a jackhammer.
I don't agree with this.
We'll make it look oldie-timey.
Oldie-timey. Look at my steampunk chainsaw!
Make it powered by water.
That would be
Charcoal.
awesome. I've got
A
to be
little
honest.
furnace in there.
If someone could make a steampunk chainsaw, yes.
All of the yes.
Indeed. A steampunk jackhammer would not probably be that difficult to make, but a chainsaw, I imagine, would be a little bit more complicated. Because it would have to be, a jackhammer is a pretty massive piece of kit. So if you're adding on a little bit extra to have a boiler, it's not going to be that out of place. But a chainsaw needs to be, it's big, but it's got to be light enough that you could wield.
Yeah.
But there you go, everyone on YouTube. There's your task. That's your homework.
That's your homework, yeah. Make us a steampunk jackhammer and chainsaw. Just so we can harvest slightly quicker.
Indeed.
Although, if you did, from a balancing perspective, it would have to be an awful lot of materials. Like, all of them.
All of them. You have to have harvested all of the raw resources on the server several times in order to make this thing, so that you can harvest the resources on the server a little bit faster.
Yeah, that's generally the way that the things work in games.
Oh, the futility.
Really.
Right, it's okay. I'm going to be heading back to our base. Hopefully, I mean, I can't guarantee that I'm going to know the way there, but we'll see.
Well, it's the exact same as the exact same concept as games like Clicker Heroes or Cookie Clicker.
True.
Where you get money so that you can get money quicker.
Or any hack and slash game ever. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to kill this monster so I can get loot that I can take back to the... Ooh, something was moving around after me there. I think it was actually just birds. So I can take this back to town so I can sell it and buy gear that will allow me to kill bigger monsters so I can get better loot. So I can sell that in town for more money, which will allow me to get even better gear ad infinitum.
Yeah, exactly.
So many little dots of light. Okay, that's the Lannisters' place. Okay.
Yeah, you remember I told you about the follow cam on projectiles?
Yes.
When you get a bow, you realise how awesome that is.
Oh, awesome.
Because you can use arrows to actually scout out people's bases.
That is so cheat hacks. Only
that's
Steel
great,
Joe would think of using that mechanic in that way. Well played, Steel Joe. Well played.
Thanks. I've got so many arrows that we've just found, and I've also picked up some iron-tipped arrows.
Nice.
Which is nice, because you never make them. It's like, there's no point making any javelins higher than wood, because the amount of resources it costs you for the amount of extra damage you get, insignificant, and it's the exact same with arrows.
Yeah.
You might as well just make stone-tipped arrows. It's like, my bow and arrow right now does 9 damage to these plague villagers, whereas my wooden javelin does 8. So it's like, what's the point in me even using my bow and arrow? Oh, hello, plague villager.
Ease of use, I guess.
Extra range is the main thing about the bow and arrow.
By the way, did you drop off that steel axe at base?
I did, yeah, it's in one of the chests.
One off? Have you placed down another one?
Oh no, it's in the chest then.
Have I got much room in my inventory? Yeah, I've got a little bit of room. Let's see if I can harvest some of this. Not easily. Oh, I'm getting a little bit of wood and iron out of it.
Also, you'll find it very difficult to get an arrow to ping off another arrow. You know the way that the javelins do?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, that plague villager had nothing on him.
How dare he not have spoils?
I know. Ah, this one had Tears of the God and some steel bolts. Hey, crossbow bolts. Crossbow bolts are, I think you can only make them in steel, as far as, or steel or iron.
That makes sense.
So, yeah, so you kinda need to spend extra if you're wanting a crossbow.
Yeah. Okay, I am back at base. Hurrah!
Awesome.
Now, is this still working? Yes, it is. Fantastic. It's got 300 odd wood too. It's just
Right,
not
I'm
enough.
gonna head back to base.
Okay.
For no reason other than we kinda need to get everything set up for finishing.
Yes, we do.
And we still don't have a base with proper walls and a roof yet.
There's now a steel pickaxe in the chest.
Oh,
no, never mind. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Again, my inventory's confused. Again.
Ah. Wow, you're great.
I know, I just, my brain. Okay, I'm gonna pop the steel ingots into the chest along with the iron ingots I was carrying.
Right.
Actually, no, I'll hold on to the iron ingots because I'm going to try and make some more reinforced wood. There we go. Fantastic. 5 more of those. Then I want to make... let's not use all of it, shall we? Let's make about 30 will do for now. Right, okay. I'm going to start placing down these reinforced blocks now.
Alright. I constantly have issues finding our bloody house.
Why?
I don't know why. It's just... my brain just doesn't like to find it.
You should probably get out and seem to.
Oh, I appear to be stuck somewhere. No! Move your stupid looking legs, you fool!
What's wrong?
I am stuck in a little crevice somehow. I don't know why. Ah! I'm trying to taunt my way out and it's just not working.
That was a fantastic response.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was copying my guy's taunt. I don't know if I'm primitive no speaky or what.
I'm trying to
that worked.
ration out the reinforced walls as much as I can.
Right. No, I'm trying to crouch to try and get out of this crevice, but it's not having it.
Oh wow, we've actually managed to make the our base in exact dimensions that allow me to have every other block be reinforced.
Alright.
That's actually really quite awesome.
God damn it. Why have I not got any blocks on me as well?
Steejo, bested by nature.
By a rock, essentially. Can I make anything that...
Now, I've got cobblestone blocks. They're not too bad in terms of the defensive level, are they?
Not too bad, no. They've got a lot of HP.
Yeah, they've got 3,000 less, and their breach level is a bit lower,
But they have breach, which is one of the main things.
yeah. Right, now, I'm going to drop myself down. Ah. And then move through. Okay. I'm going to just adjust all of the floors to make sure that they're fortified.
Right, well, I'm going to need to relog because I can't move.
Because you trapped yourself.
Yep, I've trapped myself.
Well done, Steve.
So I'm going to call this an episode for me. Because I can't see anyway. Yeah.
Doomed by his own stupidity. Right. I'm going to continue on for a little bit while I just finish off building all of this, all of these floors in. There we go. There we are. Right. Okay. Should I actually? I'm kind of thinking that I probably should have the floors be a little bit more fortified, but then again, actually, never mind. I forgot that one of the main reasons we built the floors this way was because it would mean that for someone to invade us, they would effectively, by having like banded defenses, you remember?
Yeah.
So we could reduce the amount of defenses we needed to place to have a full protective effect.
Yep. I mean, eventually, if we've got an excess of equipment and loot, then there's nothing wrong with completely changing it all.
Yeah, absolutely. But
at least
for
for
the
now.
time being. There we go. I'm just shy. Almost got the full base with at least 2 layers of very heavy protection. I remember what you said earlier about that. Okay.
My guy is leaning at a 45-degree angle to gravity.
That's fantastic.
Oh, now I'm pretty much horizontal.
Okay, there we go. I've managed to add in enough defenses around there that it's very unlikely someone's going to be able to just come through and undermine our defenses for now. I'll just go ahead and add some stairs and then we should be good. I've got barely any inventory space now. And with that, once these stairs are in place, I'm going to call it an episode as well. I just wanted to get something set up so that we could actually have a proper way in, if you like.
Yeah, makes sense.
Come to think of it, I really would like it if I could get you to go there. Come on, you know you want it. Come on. Oh, that's wrong. Who you guys?
What's up?
I'm being shot at. Did you just shoot at me?
Yes, it's me. I've been honing in your position from my little stuck location in this rock.
That literally just landed right next to me, you scallywag.
Yeah, I'd almost hit you and then you moved.
Gave me a fright for a second.
I shot about 10 arrows at you to try and like dial in on your position.
Well, this is why you should never trust a Steel Joe.
Well, I'm stuck. I
Scallywags.
don't have much else to do. Oh, no, a bit high.
Oh, you. I wonder, will that? No. Oh, that was worth testing to see if that worked. But
if you can get corner stairs.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you can. That's a bit of a shame. I was hoping that would work, and you are still shooting at me. Oh my lord! Ah, my goodness.
I keep hitting them where you were stuck. Oh! You just moved out the way.
Shot our sawmill, you scallywag! Oh man. Okay though, but there we are. That's pretty much a much more fortified version of our base this time. We've got a little bit more to do. Got 2 more fortified wooden walls. And, oh my lord, the whole back wall needs to be fortified as well, unfortunately. But on the whole, I'm actually pretty happy with what we've got. But that's going to be it for this episode, I think. So, whilst Steel Joe tries to get out of his little bind there, we'll wrap this up. You want to say goodbye, Steel Joe?
Yeah, goodbye, Steel Joe.
Oh, he's really sulking now. He's also getting a lot closer with those bloody arrows, too. So, thank you for joining us for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will join us for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care.
Bye-bye.